Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I want to thank all of you for your vote of confidence in my ability to serve as president of the League of Municipalities. There's no other league such as this in the entire 50 states. Not even in California, there's no league as large, who has events as big as we have this week. And so I just want to say, we're a bad league. And it's because we got leadership such as past President Joe Tempesta, staff of the league, and the league is made up of mayors. And I thank each and every one of you for your vote of confidence in my ability to lead for the next 12 months. The league has been in existence for 101 years. That's why I say we're bad, we're tough. We've weathered the storms of economy and wars and turned down hurricanes, but we're still standing. And so it's all because of you, the mayors of the great state of New Jersey, who pulled together Democrats, Republicans, Independents. We're needed. You know what? Our unity is needed now more than ever in the state of New Jersey. And we can set the example for the rest of the country on moving forward and not letting past elections or past divisions to define us. Let's be the example for the entire country of putting things on the side and moving together for the good of our great state of New Jersey. I am humbly aware that you expect me to preserve that resilience, that unity, that consistent record of steady service and prudent progress. The League has only been able to protect and promote the principles of local self-government by continually relying on its members for ideas and action. Throughout its history, our league has always known and always shown when New Jersey local leaders put their differences aside and focus on their common problems and opportunities, nothing is impossible. Let me just share with you a quote from one of my favorite authors, Jim Collins. He wrote the book Good to Great. And the first paragraph of his book says, good is the enemy of great. And I'm sharing this in the context of my presidency and what we as leaders are looking to do on behalf of you, our residents and brothers and sisters in New Jersey. Good is the enemy of great, and that's one of the key reasons why we have so little that becomes great. We don't have great schools principally because we have good schools. We don't have great government principally because we have good government. Few people attain great lives in large part because it's just so easy to settle for a good life. The vast majority of companies never become great precisely because the vast majority become quite good, and that's their main problem. It's so easy to settle to just be good. But myself and the officers of this great organization, we're going to work together to surpass good and become great. Great not in terms of personal newspaper clips or publicity, but you, our residents in the state of New Jersey, should have nothing but our best and greatest effort to serve you. During my year as president, I will rely on all of you for your support and counsel. And I'm so happy to see so many of my family and friends who came to share this moment with me. And I think you're more proud of me than I am of myself. And just so that we can show that Bridgeton's in the house, please, anyone working for Bridgeton or a member of my family or whomever, please stand up and we can see. I must applaud you because I'm not here by myself. I didn't become mayor, president of this great organization by myself. I'm here because of your support. I'm here because of your prayers. I'm here because you work with me arm in arm to make Bridgeton not just a good city. Yeah, we're impoverished now, but my Councilwoman Gladys Lagardo and Councilman Jack Scarenzi are working around the clock, arm in arm, so that we can become a great city and a model for greatness in our state of New Jersey. The other night we were joking among ourselves about where our cities are located, and some of the mayors talked about where they're located, and the Mayor Chiselhurst said he was located off Route Exit 4 on a turnpike. Just so many of you would know where the great city of Bridgeton is. Go past Exit 4, go past Exit 3, get off on Exit 2, then ride another half hour. Just to put it in context, Bridgeton is a rural area surrounded by farmland. Back in the 50s, 60s, and early 70s, we were an industrial manufacturing powerhouse. Textiles, food, glass. The late 70s, all those factories and jobs either closed up or went south. And we're still feeling the effects of that today. We are not what we once were. And you know what? I don't want to go backwards. I want to go forward because I truly believe there's greatness before us. If all we keep talking about and dreaming is what happened yesteryear, we'll never receive what we're supposed to receive in the future. And so I'm working hard in my municipality for greatness. Not that my name will go in any building, but that my community will continue to rise up and be called great. Again, I cannot do this by myself. I have my secretary, Irene Delacour, here, my secretary at Gateway, Irma Clark. They take the brunt of the calls and the abuse of the public on my behalf. But I thank you for it. We even have my youth advisory board, students who worked hard this past summer informing the public about various programs that would enhance their lives. And they worked through the hot weather, the rainy weather, but they did it without question, they did it without criticizing and complaining. Youth, stand up so everyone can see you. Sit down now. So they do whatever I ask them to do. But every time I see them, it makes me proud. Because many of the workshops we talked about today, this past week we talked about handing the reins off to our successors. I'm confident that our youth that we have here today will be the successors to my position, to the leadership that is currently in Bridgeton. One day you'll be leaders. One day one of you will be standing in my place here. And so I certainly look forward to that. I know how much you appreciate the importance of municipal government. I know you are dedicated to preserving the vital life-enhancing and life-sustaining programs and services that can best be delivered by the municipal government effectively, efficiently, and economically. I know how you value the part played by the League in representing your interests in the State House, in supplying information and analysis to help you better serve your neighbors at home. This is what the League does for municipalities. We get ideas, we get stuck, we call the league and ask for research, we ask for advice. I'm always emailing, I got this idea. And they research it, they send me back the information. That's how we become a great state, because we have a great league office that works hard, doesn't complain, and meets the challenge every step of the way. And so, thank you very much. We all work individually to protect interests of our fellow citizens, and when we become active in the League of Municipalities so that we can all work together to protect the interests of us all. I hope that this year I'm able to continue the standard of service set by my predecessor, Mayor Joe Tempesta of West Caldwell. Joe, thank you very much for your leadership. Thank you for training me for this position and giving me opportunity to lead in your stead sometimes so that I can get a feel of what it takes to walk in your shoes, in the shoes of those who walk before you. And so I thank you very much. He has always emphasized the need of unity and action on key public policies. It has been said before, unity and action and active participation of more and more friends of local government are the only tools that we can use to better and build a better New Jersey. The League has been blessed by a series of great leaders, and I salute all our past presidents for their leadership, integrity, intelligence, and skill. Any of our past presidents, can you stand or just wave your hands so people can recognize you? Again, thank you for your past service. I also want to thank all the members of our executive board with whom I have served and on whom I will continue to rely on for support and wise counsel. I want to thank you again for calling me one finger cannot lift a boulder, but together we just might be able to raise high the hopes of our colleagues in local government for a better service, for a better future for our neighbors and for our children. Last but not least, I like to read, and there's another quote I wanted to share with you, John Maxwell's 21 laws, irrefutable laws of leadership. The law 18 says the law of sacrifice. A leader must give up to go up. If you desire to become the best leader you can be, then you need to be willing to make sacrifices in order to lead well. There is no success without sacrifice. Leaders are often asked to give up more than others. You must keep giving up in order to stay up. And lastly, the higher the level of leadership, the greater the sacrifice. The higher you go, the more it's going to cost you. It doesn't matter what kind of leadership career you pick, you have to make sacrifices. You will have to give up in order to go. And so, again, I thank you for this opportunity of serving. I'm willing to sacrifice my time, my energy, my finances, in order that we can all go up and move up together. And I want to thank my good childhood friend and my spiritual leader, Bishop David Hattie. Why did I call him out? Because when I first ran for mayor 6 years ago, he predicted I would be in this position today.
It's all right.
And so I thank you, Bishop, for your prayers. Whenever I call on you, you answer. Even when I call on you in the middle of the night, and we're both chaplains, and we've been called in the middle of the night to crime scenes and to murder scenes. But I know that I can call on him because he's my friend. And he looks out for the good of our community. And he sacrificed. And so, in order, as I said before, in order to go up, you got to give up. And I thank you for giving up your time on behalf of the great city of Bridgeton. So to all of you, I say thank you once again. Let's get to work and make this year a year in which we look, this time next year, we'll look back and say, you know what? We did a lot of things in 2017. Thank you very much.